Hey guys, we are here to explain our final year project of Bachelor of Engineering. So let's get started. Our project's name is Automation of Home Appliances. Today's era is evolving towards automation in every activity. Nowadays, people use smart devices such as Google Home and Alexa based on AI technologies, which are capable of performing voice interaction, music playback, weather and traffic simulation, sports, real-time information, and many more such things. The integration of such smart devices enables operating electrical devices such as tube light, fans, and etc. from any given remote location through a mobile application or a voice command. So there is no need to switch on off these devices manually. Even one can regulate them according to the need. But the basic problem behind these AI devices like Google Home and Alexa in the field of home automation is that they cannot be integrated with non-smart electrical devices. They only work with smart devices like smart light, smart fan. So we have a solution for that. Let's see. So let's first talk about what makes our project different. Firstly, in our project, the non-smart devices can also be operated using Google Home and Alexa. But in counter question, you will ask me that there are many home automation system industries have already worked with non-smart devices. So what's the difference? The problem in orthodox home automation system is that they cannot be used using user voice commands. So we have integrated Google Home and Alexa like smart devices to orthodox home automation system. We have also made a mobile application using which one can always see the status of the appliances and also can operate them from any location. Let's talk about the components of our project. In software part, Firebase, Dialogflow and Amazon Skills are the major components on which the whole system runs. In hardware part, Node MCU and Arduino Nano are the major controllers which are used to operate electrical devices at the endpoints. We have used Arduino Nano to regulate brightness or the speed of the electricity. Now let's understand the data flow in the system. The Google Home and Alexa are the devices which can listen to the user voice commands and can answer the commands according to the training. So we have done the training part of the devices using their respective trainers. The Dialogflow for the Google Home and the Alexa skills for Alexa. Dialogflow and Alexa skills simply take the user input came from the smart devices as a request and generates a response to be made at a user end. According to the request, we have trained the model using machine learning, so the desired response will be generated at a user end. Now, according to the request, the Dialogflow or Alexa skills will make a data file called JSON file. In this file, the status of all the devices are updated according to the request. Dialogflow and Alexa skills sends this JSON file to Firebase Cloud Functions, which we have written in JavaScript. The Firebase functions in JS file continuously runs and makes update in real-time database called Firebase according to the received JSON file. The endpoint controlling devices which are directly connected to the Firebase will continuously check the database and operates the appliances according to the status. We have also made a dimmer light circuit in our project. The Android application about which we have talked earlier is always connected to the internet and the backend of the application is directly connected with the Firebase. So using application, a remote user can see the status of appliances and operate them anytime. Device. So now let's go to the practical implementation of the Firebase Dialogflow and let's test the application. Okay. So here comes the browser, Google Chrome, here in which there are three tabs are open. One is Firebase, second is Dialogflow, and third is the test application which we have created using Firebase and Dialogflow. So in Firebase, I have created a database called LDGIH, and in that particular 4 entities are there, in which there are values assigned to a particular entity. There is a brightness to the light, with whose value is 0 right now. There is a status false. Status false means the light is off right now. There is a status false for lamp 2. There is a status true for charger, that means the charger is on right now. There is a status false for socket, that means the socket is also off. Now going to the Dialogflow. There is two important things in Dialogflow. One is intent and second is entities. Let's talk about intents first. The Dialogflow, what we can do from Dialogflow, we can train the Google Home device using Dialogflow. We can tell the Dialogflow that this type of commands can be encountered by the user to the Google Home device. So good to go. Okay, let's go. IoT. The intents in I have created is one is IoT. In there is many intents I have created. Let's go through. There is a one page. Second page is this much intents we have created. Okay. So here is the off all, lamp on, light off, light on, set brightness 3, set brightness 2, set brightness 1, set brightness 0. So these are the intents. So the machine understand and hope that these are the commands, these are the voice commands are going to be encountered from the user. So I have trained the machine learning model using these intents. If a person says, if a person says lamp on, so I have given a lamp on intent in Dialogflow, so there will be an intent match. Okay, there will be intent match if a person says lamp on, and there is an intent also given in the Dialogflow. Then Dialogflow will determine that okay, a person is trying to convey lamp on. According to the lamp on, there are entities given in the Dialogflow. Okay, so we were talking about lamp on, so let's go in lamp status. Okay, in lamp status, what there is two things. If lamp on entity is matched, the value is true. The lamp off entity is matched, the value is false. But whose value is off, whose value is true, whose value is false? Lamp status value is true or false according to the lamp on intent match or lamp off intent match. So the lamp status is an entities. Likewise, there are many entities in the there are many entities we have created in Dialogflow. Likewise, this is the charger status, light brightness, light status, off all, socket status, and many more, which we can create. So talking about testing the application, let's see. According to my command, do the Firebase changes its status, changes its brightness level. Let's see. Right now, let's close the tab. We will do it again. Okay. See how it works. Google Assistant. Let me open the Google Assistant. Using this application, we can create using this application we can check whether we have trained the model correctly or not. So we can test. Perfect. See, there is one more thing important which I want to explain, that is if you are using a Google Home device at your home, you have to invoke that particular Google Home device. We can invoke our Google Assistant in the mobile phone too, by saying OK Google, by saying OK Google, then Cortana in Nokia phones, and Alexa in Alexa devices. So there is a invocation command to be given to these smart devices, so that they understand which type of test application should a device run. Okay, so in our case we have given a talk to my test app command, through which the smart device will the Google Home device will understand that they want that the user want to start this particular test application. So if I say, let me say, okay, no, talk to my test app. 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 Talk to my
Getting the test version of my test app.
Hi, how are you doing?
So now the test application is executed, it's invoked. So we can give the our sort of commands which we have created, which the intent which we have created in Dialogflow. That particular commands we can give to the smart devices like Google Home. Let me try. Lamp on.
Lamp is switched on.
Okay, see, I have spoken that lamp on, and the reply is made that lamp is switched on. Let's see the Firebase is updated or not. See, the lamp status is true again. Okay, let me turn the lamp off. Okay, lamp off.
Lamp is switched off.
Let me see the Firebase status. Lamp is switched off. The status is false again. Let me test it again. Light on.
Light is switched on.
Let me see the status. Light status is true. Now there is another parameter, brightness in the light only. So using brightness we can set the brightness of the light. We have seen the advertisement like dim the light, Alexa dim the light, and the light dims, but that particular lights are the smart light. But we have used non-smart electrical light. But though we have used non-smart electrical light, we have changed the brightness of the particular light. Let's see. Light is right now switched on. Okay, let me set the brightness. Set brightness 1.
Your desired brightness is set.
So now I have set the brightness to the level 1. Let me check in the database. Okay, the brightness level is 1 now. Okay, so test again. Set brightness 0.
Your desired brightness is set.
Okay, let me check in the desired brightness is set. Okay, let me maximize the brightness level. Set brightness 3.
Your desired brightness is set.
Okay, it is saying that your desired brightness is set. Let me check. Okay, the brightness is set here. Let me try something new. Medium light.
Your desired brightness is set.
By saying medium light, it is setting my brightness to level 1. Let me set the brightness to 0 again. Low light.
Your desired brightness is set.
So my brightness will be 0 right now. Fine. So by doing this, what happens is when I say a lamp on, I should again let me say socket on. Okay, socket on.
Socket is switched on.
See, the socket status is right now true. Right now true here. Let me set the status for lamp true. Lamp on.
Lamp is switched on.
Fine. The lamp is already so all the devices are switched on. So now let's understand what happens back inside. See, whenever a user says something with after the test application is invoked, suppose there is a socket on, lamp on, low light, set brightness 0, there is a JSON file created, and it is the JSON file, the created JSON file is requested to the Dialogflow. Okay, the dialog let me open the. Okay, see, basically this request file, the Dialogflow sees particular this request file. According to the request file, Dialogflow we have programmed the Dialogflow, and according to this particular data file, Dialogflow create a response. In the last request, I have said that the lamp on, the request is lamp on, query text is lamp on, and the lamp status should be true according to the because I have tell the lamp to be on, so the lamp status should be true. This is the request. So according to the request, Dialogflow create a response named lamp is switched on. because the response is lamp is switched on. Now this particular file is called a data file, which we have talked earlier. The data file is JSON file. This is whole a JSON file. This particular JSON file, now Dialogflow sends particular JSON file to the Firebase Cloud function. Now Firebase Cloud function continuously runs and check the JSON file, according to which it triggers itself and makes the changes according to the JSON file in the Firebase. So now this particular JSON file is sent to the Firebase Cloud function. Let's see the Firebase Cloud functions. These are functions. Okay, there is a Google Home function. Now here our Node.js, we have written the function in Google Home. Using this function, it makes changes in the Firebase Firebase data. Okay, this is the database, real-time database. This is the real-time database. All status is true. Okay, so now this according to this particular JSON file, the Firebase Cloud function will make an update in the real-time database. Okay, and the Node MCU or the controllers at the endpoints will check this status in the real-time database and will trigger the appliances. Okay, and the response is lamp is switched on. So this is the overall project which we have done. We have created a Node.js files in functions here. We have created a database here. We have trained the intents and entities. So if you let me take to the intents again. If somebody says that the socket off and socket on, if somebody says only socket, then we have trained the model as in it will not accept the command and it will just execute that. Can you say more? Can you tell us more? These are the responses which will be encountered when the user says the wrong thing for the light. So let's get back to the presentation. Let's go ahead. Now this is the process to integrate Google Home with home automation system. We have seen the overall process of integration. Let us go step by step. We have written 6 steps. Step 1, set up Firebase real-time database according to the size of our home automation system. Step 2, train machine learning model using Dialogflow. Step 3, deploy the test application. Step 4, invoke test application using Google Home device, which we have seen. Step 5, Dialogflow triggers the Firebase Cloud function based on intent match, which we have seen. Step 6, according to the Firebase Cloud function, the real-time database is updated and accordingly the hardware and home automation system is affected. Let's go ahead. Demo with Google Home Mini. So this was a demo. Let me take the pointer. Yes. Okay Google, light on. Okay Google, set brightness 2. Okay Google, set brightness 1. Okay Google, set brightness 0. Okay Google, set brightness 3. Okay Google, set brightness 2. Okay Google, set brightness 1. So this was a demo of varying the brightness using Google Home device. Let's go ahead. This is the process to integrate Alexa with home automation system. Now basic difference between the two processes which we have seen earlier and in this one is that the trained machine learning model using in that particular process, the training the machine learning model was using Dialogflow. In this it is done using Alexa skills. Everything else is the same. So let's go ahead. This is a demo with Alexa. Alexa, lamp on. Alexa, lamp off. Alexa, lamp on. Alexa, lamp off. Alexa, lamp on. So let's go ahead. This is a prototype which we have created throughout the year. This is the Android application. These are the appliances. This is hardware part and this is the software part. In software part we have created Firebase, we have created Dialogflow and we have created Alexa skills. Thank you.